I'm Mike Sharman. I'm the founder of Retroviral Digital, and essentially what we are, we're a hybrid between advertising and PR, and we kind of fit into a digital PR realm in the online digital space. So what this means is we create online word of mouth spread for brands, and we get influential people in the online space talking about the brands.
How do you get bloggers to talk about your clients' brands? I mean, are there financial incentives?
We don't necessarily use financial incentives to get people to talk about or involved in campaigns. Our litmus test for a successful campaign really starts at the first R in what we like to call the 3 Rs, which is remarkable content, seeded to the right people, and from there that's where you start getting the results. And a lot of the times we say to clients, if you don't have remarkable content, there's no way that people are going to talk about this campaign online. So we look at strategy first and foremost. We say, how are we trying to solve your business problem? And from there, that's when we start dealing with insights and determining how we're actually going to make your campaign work with all the tactical considerations. So do we use social networks? Do we work with bloggers? Do we create microsites or websites in general? Like what is it that is actually going to work for your brand?
Sure. When is it appropriate to use banner ads?
There have been occasions when we have used banner ads as a tactic. I personally am not the hugest fan of banner ads because of the conversion rates. I would much rather use a piece of creative that is going to encourage a consumer to engage with it directly, click through, watch a video, engage in a microsite, create some kind of interactive element.
Mike, do banners fit into the marketing mix, and where do they fit in?
I think banners have their place, but based on international research, I really find that banners don't have the kind of conversion rates and engagement rates that we are seeing in a more peer-to-peer spreading environment that we deal with. So we like to deal with more of a one-to-one communication as opposed to a broadcast form of communication.
Is your problem with banners a technical or a creative issue?
I definitely think that there's a problem with the traditional creative around banners because, they're not interactive and engaging enough. And as more and more banners comprise your digital experience, the greater the opportunity you have to actually block out that noise.
Mike, do you have a similar opinion on Facebook ads?
Facebook ads, in my personal opinion, have started to become increasingly more invasive, especially from a mobile point of view. There were maybe less than a year ago, or even a few months less than that, Facebook mobile ads were less prevalent, especially in the South African context. And now that a lot more brands have accessibility and the easier option to engage and distribute Facebook mobile ads into the environment, they've actually become more and more abundant. And from my own browsing experience, I see more and more irrelevant ads popping up in my feed and less content from the people that I'm interested in engaging with.
Are banners the default go-to for lazy marketers?
I feel that a lot of agencies are under pressure to roll out a media plan, and that can be both from a traditional and digital point of view. We know what can be achieved from a reach point of view in terms of radio or TV, and now with digital, there are a lot of default options, default go-to options in terms of, cool, we have a schedule, this is how much money we need to spend. Do we go down the GDN, the Google Display Network option, where we're doing a burst strategy to try and get as many eyeballs onto the content as possible? Or do we go through a traditional banner approach where we hit the most influential websites that are engaging with the most number of eyeballs from a consumer point of view?
This interview was brought to you by the OfferForge Advertising Network. See what we can do for you. Visit us on www.offerforge.co.za.